morning. Today is, I believe, the 16th of July. Today is Wednesday. This month has gone by so fast, hasn't it? Yeah, today, I believe it's Wednesday. Yeah, it is the Wednesday, the 16th of July, 2025. This month has gone by so fast already. Already. It seems like just yesterday it was the 1st of July. Am I the only one that seems to think that the days are going by so fast? Wow, before you know it, it'll be Happy New Year. And somebody gonna say Happy New Year's. There's only one. Okay? What? Anyway, so I've been meaning to speak on this particular topic for quite some time. But as we know, life has been lifing, and I have had so many other things to distract me and occupy my time. But it's still been on my mind to talk about it. A lot of people have had a lot of commentary about this, and so do I. Better late than never, right? So, before I get into my opinion about this particular subject matter, let me say this. You know, I have been trying my best to progress my life as it relates to my current status of homelessness. And so many people don't believe that I'm homeless because I don't look like your typical homeless person. And so many people are so uneducated and have this idea of what homelessness looks like. All homelessness is not created equal, okay? But anyway, a lot of these ignorant people seem to think that I'm scamming. Yeah. I don't believe it either. I know a lot of y'all find that hard to believe, but a lot of these ignorant, low vibrational people, they seem to think that I'm scamming and I'm lying about my homelessness status. I don't think there's nothing to lie about. And if I was a scammer, I certainly wouldn't be scamming in that fashion. Okay. But anyway, as we know, a lie does not care who it catches a ride with, and it don't care who tells it as long as it gets told. And we know that it's nobody but the niggas that's telling these type of lies and have this type of thought process because they vibrate in the gutter. But anyway, I have been trying my best every day to show up for myself and to let one thing lead to another as it relates to, you know, progressing and securing housing. And it's so insulting to me when some people seem to think that I should just settle just because y'all settle for these low vibrational garbage ass guys and girls. That does not mean that I have to join that community of settlers. I'm not a settler, okay? I know my value, I know my worth. And I had this one particular person, and I'm gradually trying to ease my way away from her because, if you can't help me, you're not going to aggravate me either, okay? If you're not going to help me, you're not going to hurt me, and I can see that you're trying to hurt me, okay? And I'm sick of her. And a few days ago, when I was telling her about this place that I was thinking about applying for as it relates to housing, and I was telling her, oh, I don't know about it because I seen too many bonnets walking around, too many hood rats. I seen way too many hood rats, and it just didn't sit right in my soul. And she told me, well, it's better than nothing. And that just really bothered me, and it has just been echoing in my spirit. It has just been echoing in my spirit. Oh, and she also said, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it is. It does matter. And I was thinking, this is coming from a person who is not affected by homelessness, They've been having them a place for years out in the country where they don't have to listen at nothing but birds and bees and look at deers. They don't have to be subjected to hood rats and all of that hood rat energy. Okay, they don't have to listen at sirens going off all different random times of the day and night. They don't have to listen at gunshots. Okay, they don't have to be subjected to being carjacked whenever they come outside in their neighborhood. Okay, they don't have to look at Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug and Keisha and Shanika them. Okay, and smell marijuana all the time and be disturbed and can't get no sleep and be productive on a fucking job because Pookie and Ray Ray and Shanika and Keisha them and Ray Ray, they just sit around all day and all night doing what the fuck they want to do, which is almost always something satanic. Okay, and they're very unproductive. They don't have any dreams, goals, aspirations. And I don't think it's right. Whoever it was that decided to pull the hood rest out of the projects and shut the projects down and uh get them to congregate and live amongst working class people, I think that was a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea to put non-working people, people that don't even desire to work, and just lazy and unproductive and just leech off of the welfare system. And no matter how much you give them, no matter how much free stuff they get, they only become worse and more unappreciative. Can we all agree to that? And the more you give them, the more they beg. The more you give them, the more they want. They never satisfied. The more they get for free, the more they want to steal and scam. And it's just a horrible culture. Horrible. And they get worse and worse every single day. So, a while ago, I was in this place submitting some additional information to be on the road to being approved for my own place. And I saw one of the Pookies and Ray Rays and Junebugs sitting in the lobby with his hoodie on. You know, they always wearing a hoodie, looking like that, because I get that's their costume. They always prepared to commit a crime. They keep their criminal costume on at all times. That motherfucking hoodie. I'm just convinced they're the new KKK. The KKK has been replaced with the Pookies and Ray Rays and Junebugs and Keisha and Shanika them. They wear that motherfucking hoodie 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the motherfucking year, year after year after year, rinse and fucking repeat. And me and this other woman I was in a business earlier, and we was both having this discussion, and all the hood rats and around us, they was acting like they was so uncomfortable. Cause you know they always listening and eavesdropping and being nosy as fucking messy. They real nosy, this generation of hood rats. I never seen such nosy young folks in my life. Nosy people used to be assigned mostly to the elderly folks. Elderly people used to be the nosy folks. Now it's the young folks. I don't know what's got them so fucking nosy, but they always listening. They always looking. They always pulling up beside you in the parking lots, looking all in your cars and things. I can't stand them nosy, ugly motherfuckers. But anyway, me and this woman was talking about it, and she recognized it too. How a lot of these hood rats nowadays, they always wearing these hot ass clothes in the middle of summer. Somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, but it's because they high on drugs. It does something to their body temperatures, whereas in the summertime they cold, and then in the wintertime they hot. I don't understand it because I've never been a drug addict. I never been a drug junkie, so I can't relate to that. I can't even fathom that in my mind. A lot of y'all drug junkies, y'all chime in and let me know what the fuck is that all about. But anyway, one of the Pookies and Ray Rays and Junebugs was sitting in that motherfucking chair. He should have been on a fucking job, but instead, he's sitting in there like a sorry motherfucker, slouched down in that chair, and it took everything in me not to yank him up by that motherfucking hoodie and throw him outside and tell him, go get you a job. Instead of sitting here waiting on Keisha to secure you some housing with y'all fucking toddler ass baby and his bad ass. I couldn't even get through the door because Keisha and the motherfucker that she been fucking and reproducing this badass kid is all in the fucking way of the entrance. She ain't trying to get him. The motherfucker over there with the hoodie, the fucking daddy with the hoodie on, slouched over there in that chair, he ain't trying to get him. The motherfucker is in the way. Y'all's kids is in the fucking way. Okay, you got to see that he's in the way. I can't even get through the fucking door for this motherfucker. And guess what? They more than likely gonna get approved for that place. And they gonna sit around all fucking day with that same energy. They gonna keep that same energy. Sitting around all day looking at the people that work coming and going. And when they get their fucking schedule down, it ain't gonna take them long. It's not gonna be long before that motherfucker or his cousin them or her cousin them or brother gonna take their criminal ass legs and break into somebody's house while they gone to fucking work, or they motherfucking car while they sleep. Okay, that's what they do. They sit around and watch other people that work. And then when they take the opportunity to steal and carjack and rob, that's what the fuck they do. To supplement their Section 8 income and food stamps. Yeah, and let's not forget and pretend like they don't sell their fucking food stamps to get their drugs. They love marijuana. That's they top dog drug of choice. Whew. And I don't know why the people that's in charge of lacing the shit with fentanyl, they done get lazy on their fucking job. And then the motherfuckers that advocate for feeling sorry for the motherfuckers that's dying and overdosing on the fentanyl, they can kiss my fucking ass. Because I don't give a fuck about a stupid motherfucker that want to throw their fucking life away on fucking drugs and then beg for a fucking sandwich and to pay their fucking bills. Fuck them and fuck. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Every time I get started talking about Lucifer's folks, he always fuck with my phone. He always fuck with my phone every time I get started talking about his garbage ass worshipers, his community of demons. He always fucking with my phone. I knew that was going to happen. So my phone got hot. So let's get it started all over again. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, as we know, this right here, if Donald Trump ain't good for nothing else, he's good for doing what I want him to do as it relates to these hood rats. They need to be regulated. Wouldn't you agree they need to be regulated? They should have been regulated a long time ago. Okay? They've been getting these food stamps and selling them while their children go to school hungry. And the only time the children get a chance to get a fucking meal is when they go to fucking school. Okay? That's the only time these children, and I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them because even though they didn't ask to come here, they can run away. Hell, I did. Shit. That's an option. That's an option. They can run away. They can run away and go to a better home. Okay? I'm not going to feel sorry for them. And that's part of the problem. So many people feel sorry for the children. And then they want to give them this and give them that and give them that. That's only making them worse. And that's only creating an atmosphere and a mentality where the children grow up and expect a handout from the community. And they are taught by their fucking mammy to beg. No. There needs to be some reform for the hood rat. Okay? And right now, what Donald Trump is doing, that's one way to get it started. Okay? That's one way to make the hood rat be more. The American hood rat is terrible, and the American hood rat needs to be reformed. The American hood rat needs to be rehabilitated. Okay, because they have gotten so comfortable and so fucking lazy as it relates to relying on the government. But they say the white man ain't no good. They say the white people are racist, but they still get their hands out asking for more handouts and expecting more handouts from the white people. But they pretend like they so fucking rich. They only fucking rich because they stealing and scamming and lying on their fucking application. Let's be honest about that. Most of them are only rich and so-called self-made. If you're a self-made motherfucker, you ain't got no business with an EBT card in your motherfucking purse or in your fucking pocket. Okay? You don't have no business with if you self-made and so rich and you her and you that bad bitch and you that dude. Okay? And riding up and down the road in these brand new fucking cars, but you on Section 8, you living in a better house than I have. You ain't got no business living better than I am, and I'm a working motherfucker. That ain't making no fucking sense, and I'm sick and tired of it. Okay? I'm sick and tired of it. These fucking hood rats are living in gated community luxury apartments. They living better than most working class people. I'm fucking homeless. I done stayed in my fucking car. If anybody should be sitting in their fucking car, it's these unemployed garbage ass hood rats. Fuck that bullshit. That shit is all diabolical and all twisted right there. Sitting around smoking dope and causing so much disturbance and confusion in the community, terrorizing the community, killing, stealing, and being destructive. Those the main motherfuckers that's supposed to be sleeping in their fucking car. The fuck? And we got a whole community of working class people that's homeless, staying in their car, staying in storage facilities, staying in fucking tents in the woods. Fuck that. No, no, no. The ones that's supposed to be doing that is these motherfucking hood rats. Okay, they the ones that's supposed to be living out on the fucking street, struggling and scrounging for fucking food. Hell, they don't even appreciate. They don't even value the fucking food stamps, EBT, SNAP. They selling that shit. They all on Facebook. They not hiding. They not hiding. They not hiding. They so bold and comfortable because they've been doing it for so fucking long and it's been working for them. They are all over Facebook and social media asking who want to buy some gas. That's the code word for marijuana. Who got some stamps for sale? And telling people that they got stamps for sale. I see them all the fucking time. All over Facebook. Proud. Out loud. Telling people that they selling food stamps. Asking who's selling the food stamp. And the motherfuckers in the comments, I am. They raising their motherfucking hands in the motherfucking comments. I am. I got some stamps for sale. I got some gas. I got some gas for sale. They drive out tags. Them illegal ass drive out tags. They selling them on Facebook. They doing all kind of lawless, illegal ass shit. And they're not trying to hide it. That lets you know they've been so lawless for so fucking long, they done got comfortable as fuck. And the people that's supposed to be regulating this shit and shutting the shit down, they giving it a pass. They acting like they got Stevie Wonder eyeballs. I don't understand this shit. Okay? And they get worse and worse every day. And that's the main people that's anti-Donald Trump. Because they know that Donald Trump is on the path to shutting their fucking playhouses down. Their playhouses needs to be shut down. Yes, and I support Donald Trump and his orange skin and his toupee wig 100%. I'm 10 toes down behind his big wide back ass. Okay, he fucking up everything else, but he getting that shit right. Okay. And he giving them 2 years, I heard. And already a lot of them done start getting their letters and notices that their ass is going to be evicted. And a lot of them been on it for years and years and years. Section 8 and food stamps from one garbage ass generation after another. They grandmammy been on it. They mammy been on it. And then they groom their children to get on it. They groom their children to get sexually active and start fucking at an early age and sucking dicks and getting pregnant on purpose so they can stand in them fucking lines and beg for Section 8 and food stamps too. Let's tell the truth and shame the motherfucking garbage ass devil. Okay, I'm sick of these motherfuckers and these free handouts and being a low life garbage motherfucker. And ooh, I'm sick of it. And see, a lot of them, they on Section 8. They getting free housing or significantly reduced housing and food stamps. That's why so many of them got a big fucking back, wide fucking back, and walk around. All they want to do is fight and cause disturbances in the community. And then they selling fucking food places. A lot of them look gross as fuck. They don't know how to fucking cook. But that's beside the point. They still selling food plates on the side as a side hustle all over social media in the fucking streets. They selling food plates. They doing hair. They braiding, and even though a lot of them braids is ugly and ragged as hell, they still making money off the fucking hair. They doing the hair and wigs and shit, and stealing the wigs and selling the wigs on Facebook. Let's not forget about that part. They doing them ugly ass nails as a side hustle. That's some extra money, earned income that they're not reporting, most of them, all of them just about. And then they stealing clothes and selling clothes on the side too, up under the table. They earning money, income that they not reporting. And then they selling their fucking kids at the end of the year for income tax season. Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing that. They've been doing that. And things. And they selling drugs. They selling pills and all that other shit. And not reporting that income. They stealing cars and selling the cars on Facebook and on the street. Yes, and selling car parts. All of this illegal shit. That's why a lot of them are so-called rich and self-made, because they fucking ass is roguish as hell and selling all this illegal shit and doing all this illegal stuff that they're not reporting to the appropriate people. But anyway, Donald Trump is cracking down on them and pulling the fucking plug, and I support him 100%. Okay, people like me that need food stamps, I can't even get them because they say, "Oh, I'm not qualified." But these hood rats that lie on their application, they qualified. These hood rats that's on Section 8 living better than I am, they qualified. They and a lot of them, as quiet as it's kept. Can we tell the truth again and shame the devil again? If it wasn't for these motherfuckers that's using these CPNs, y'all know about the CPNs. I think it's called credit profile number. It's supposed to be illegal. But a lot of these folks, the majority of these motherfuckers that living in these high dollar ass apartments, overpriced houses, they are in there because they using a fucking CP motherfucking N. The dude that just got killed by his wife while he was sitting in the barbershop chair allegedly was living high on the hall in a nice luxury apartment because he was allegedly on a CPN. Yeah, they know this generation right here. They know how to scam. They specialize in scamming. They school each other and tutor each other on how to scam, and they damn good at it. If they don't know nothing else to do with their computer, they know how to use it for that fucking scamming. Go into any library. They pretend like they crazy about going to the library with their dumb motherfucking ass. They ain't in there learning to do shit but scam and do illegal fraud and identity fraud. That's what they doing behind them computers. Yeah, that's what they doing, allegedly. But they done with everything else, but they real small when it comes to scamming and doing illegal shit and fraud. They specialize in fraud, especially in Memphis. That's the fraud. If I was a gambling woman, I would bet Memphis would be on the top of the list, not only for STDs and crime, but they real bad about that scamming in Memphis. Ooh, almost every one of them scam. The scam king and scam queen, they reside in Memphis. Yeah, that's how they able to ride around in them brand new cars and ain't got no fucking job. That's how they able to have these great big old wide houses in the gated community in the suburbs, living out there with the white people. They ain't got no fucking furniture, ain't got no food in the refrigerator, but they got a whole lot of drugs. Yeah, yeah. They rather have an empty stomach and a mouth full of drugs any day of the week. Pick a day of the week. They want drugs, and they only need jobs smoking dope. Ask me how I know. I can't even work in peace without the drug addicts. All I smell is marijuana all the fucking time. Woo! My God. We are in the day of complete lawlessness, ladies and gentlemen. Do you hear me? And God and Donald Trump is our only hope to turn this shit around. Okay. Okay. I don't give a damn if he on the Epstein list. I just want him to get these hood arrests off the Section 8 list and the food stamp list. That's what I want him to get. I want him to scrub them motherfuckers off the fucking roster of the Section 8 food stamp. Okay? Reduce their backs. Okay? That's the only way that their backs gonna get on big if they garbage ass have to get out here and work. Okay? Like everybody else. Get it how they live. Okay, they done got spoiled. They done got runt on Section 8 and food stamps. And I'm sick of them motherfuckers. I'm sick of them freeloading motherfuckers. Ugly motherfuckers. Every time I turn around, there they garbage ass go in my fucking way in the fucking grocery store. And everywhere I go, there they go. I'm sick of them. You can't even drive down the street in peace without them ugly motherfuckers all in the way and all riding my fucking bumper all in behind me. I'm sick of them. And then, if you do find a place to stay, you can't stay there in peace because they're going to disturb the fuck out of you because they don't never go to bed. They don't never go to bed slamming doors all night long, all through the morning. Whew, I'm sick of them. And if they garbage ass had to get up and go to work, they wouldn't stay up all night long slamming fucking doors. And their children don't go to bed. They don't go to bed. Don't nobody go to bed. Hell. And see, that's what happens when you got a lot of garbage motherfuckers that don't value shit and don't have to work for shit. Okay, they ain't had to earn nothing. When you got to earn something, you going to value your car. You're not going to be racing up and down the street like a fucking demonic idiot. Okay? Okay. You going to value where you stay at. You going to clean the motherfucker up. Okay? You're not going to have air mattresses all over the fucking floor. Okay, they love to get, don't them hood rats love a air mattress laying down bitch. I can't stand them air mattress laying down motherfuckers. Okay, why don't they have beds? They steal everything. That's why they can't steal a fucking bed. I guess they're going in there stealing them air mattresses. You know they are. But anyway, I'm so glad that Donald Trump is pulling the plug on them big back motherfuckers, on them big back bitches. They need to go to work. They need to go to work and earn their fucking keep. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, whether you agree or not, I'm going to say it and stand on it. Okay? And Donald Trump is going to stand on it. He's standing on business. He getting them big back motherfuckers off Section 8 and food stamps. Yeah. We need to go back to where people have to, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's what the Bible say, but a lot of them don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in God. They don't obey God. They don't obey the Bible. But God, that ain't gonna stop God from being God. Okay? Yeah. We need to go back to when people planted their own food and earned their own food and farmed and sharecropped and all that kind of stuff. These motherfuckers of this generation, they don't know nothing about hard work and earning shit. They just feel so entitled. They want somebody to give them a house, give them food, give them a car, give them this, give them that. And they giving each other STDs and 1, 2, 3s as it is, and still fucking and getting them ugly ass babies and things. But anyway, yeah. When was the last time we seen some hood rats building a house? They need to take a page out of the Amish handbook. The Amish and the Mexicans, they work hard and they teach their children not to smoke dope and twerk and suck dick. But they teach their children how to build houses and work hard at an early age. Maria and all of them, they teach their children how to make tortillas. Okay. not making CPNs. Okay, that's what they teach their children. That's what they teach their children. They teach their children how to go out there and lay bricks and masonry and build houses and put two by fours and things together and make a house and make a home and get married before you start procreating, having ugly ass babies. Yeah, they make ugly ass babies, but they get married first. They get married. They respect the institution of God. Okay, but these hood rats, they only respect the institution of Lucifer, Satan. Okay, and it shows. They walking around here looking like Lucifer. They walk around here looking like Lucifer all day and all night. Tattoos all over their face, all over their neck, their ass hanging out, their titties and uterus showing, saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And all them ugly ass wigs and braids and colors all in their hair and hair all over their head. I was in a business this morning. I said, it's too early in the morning for this. This dude standing up there with his hair all over his head, napped all up. They, ooh, ain't had no bath. I know a motherfucker that ain't had a bath when I see him. Okay. And if he was to pull his pants down and let me see the seat of his underwear, it would be confirmation. I know a motherfucker, I know the dude that had no bath. Most of them ain't had no bath, but they walk around and sit close to you and leave booty juice all in these people's seats in these businesses. And I was so mad I had to sit close quarter with them this morning in that business that I went in. And this woman coming down with them nasty looking shorts with her, she was looking so gross and acting so heathen. And she was biting down on that sausage bitch like she ain't never ate before. And she probably stole that. Okay, and then she's sitting over there next to me, and I was looking at her. I said, I know she gonna leave booty juice in that seat. I know she is. I know she is. Ain't no doubt about it. They always leaking booty juice, and then by 12 o'clock, it's gonna start getting hot. The hotter it get, the more chances of them leaving booty juice in the seat. Yeah, and I just can't stand. I just can't stand sitting behind them because I know I'm gonna have some STD residue on my dress. I know I'm gonna have it. And things, you know how they do. You know how they do. They just nasty and things. Woo! Uncivilized. Ain't had no home training. They don't take baths and showers. When was the last time you smelled a hood rat that smelled good? They always put on that tutti frutti body spray in lieu of a fucking shower or bath. Nasty motherfuckers. They the main one want to twerk and suck and fuck and all of that right there. All of that right there. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Over and over. Oh, they're the most terrible generation I ever seen in my life. And I try my best to keep my distance from them. I don't want no parts of them. I'm telling you the truth. And the older I get, I just had a birthday. The older I get, I have less tolerance for them motherfuckers. I can't stand them coming or going. And I can't even shop in the grocery store in peace without them motherfuckers in my fucking way. Because they sponsored by EBT. Okay, and Section 8 garbage motherfuckers. Just terrible. They just terrible. And I can't say it enough. And I don't accommodate them. A lot of y'all like to accommodate them and feel sorry for them big back motherfuckers. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Okay. And I be asking God to get them up out of here. And he doing it. One hood rat at a time. And sometimes he do it in mass. He take a whole bunch of them up out of here at the same time. And y'all be feeling sorry for them and saying, oh, that's so sad. What happened to that hood rat? I don't think it's sad at all. I don't shed not one fucking tear. Okay, I just say, thank you, God. That's what I be saying. Thank you, God. I'm not going to stand in the way of the Lord's work. I'm not going to stand. He be doing his work out here. Yeah. Racing up and down the street, stealing out of these stores. God is putting a stop to it. Okay. Selling food stamps while your children go hungry. Letting these boyfriends that you don't even know shit about rape the children and all this and eat their fucking cereal and bologna sandwiches. God is putting a stop to this. God is putting a stop to this, I say. And oh my God, I could just go on and on and on talking about these deadbeat, garbage ass hood rats. But I got better things to do. But I just stopped to tell y'all about my opinion about how I feel about Donald Trump pulling the plug on this Section 8 and food stamps. I support him 100%. And like I said, now he is fucking up. He is fucking up as a president overall. But as long as he get these hood rats regulated, I'm gonna stand behind him and beside him and things and support him. But I'm not gonna vote for him again. I'm not gonna vote for him again if he run for president again. And I think he needs. I don't know what he's doing in that White House, but I think I want him to give me my stimulus check. Shit, that's the main reason why I voted for his orange ass. Okay, where in the hell is my stimulus check? All this bullshit he got going on. And what else I want him to do? Yeah, get these grocery prices down. He said he's gonna get the grocery prices down and the rent prices down. These rental places done lost they fucking mind. $2,000. I never thought I'd say today when one bedroom apartment would be $2,000 just about. Yeah, you will be hard pressed to find a one bedroom unless it's in the hood. Unless it's in the hood, if it's in a decent neighborhood, baby, them prices is up to no good. They're gonna start off about $2,000 strong, and the landlord and management folks is not gonna apologize. Yeah, they really think that's too low, 2,000 for one bedroom, stupid motherfuckers. But anyway, the houses the same fucking way. They higher. Baby, if you want to stay in a decent neighborhood, get ready to pay at least 3, 4, 5,000 or more for a 2 or 3 or 4 bedroom house. Yes, if you already grandfathered in and locked in with a cheap house note, you better thank God for it. You better thank God for it and hope it don't go flipping upside down and get higher, because these people don't lost their mind, and so many people leaving the country and finding cheaper rents in these other countries. I would too if I knew the language and knew that it was safe. I'd get the fuck out of here too, because that's part of making America great again. They trying to drive a lot of black folks out of here. I know the play. But anyway, child ain't had no jobs. They done rounded up all these Mexicans. Who gon' tend to the crops? Somebody on TikTok, a Mexican, showed the crops wherever he was, and all the tomatoes just laying on the ground, ain't getting picked up and taken to the market. See, this is what happens when you pack up all these Mexicans. Why don't we pack up all these niggas? They the ones causing the problem. The Mexicans ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit wrong that I can see. We need them, but we need the migrants. We need them, whether they illegal or not. We need them, cause who gonna pick up the tomatoes and the apples and the pears and things? We need them to do all this work that we don't want to do for $2 an hour. Okay, we need them. And I think they need to go back over to Mexico and load them buses up and bring them back over here and take them fucking niggas that ain't doing shit but robbing and killing and stealing. Take them over there, okay? And let the what you call them folks that's cutting folks heads off, the cartel. Let them handle them. That's crime prevention right there that we need. See how this was working out. We can all work hand in hand. Yeah, even swap for an even swindle, and put these roguish ass hood rats over there in the alligator Alcatraz. Put them over there, and the ones that's committing all this food stamp fraud. They the ones need to go to the alligator Alcatraz. Wouldn't y'all agree? But anyway, one way or another, we're gonna straighten everything out and get everything regulated and make America great again. Hopefully it don't be too late. Yeah. So all of you Section 8 rattles and you food stamp sponsored hood rats, your days are numbered. Donald Trump finna kick y'all garbage ass off that fucking roster. Okay. So you better learn your trade. You better learn how to do something besides twerk and suck dick and have ugly ass babies, because you ain't gonna be able to pawn them babies no more. Okay? Okay? And beg from the church, and school is right around the corner. School is right around the corner, and y'all been sucking dick and twerking all summer long and smoking dope. And now you finna get ready to go to the church, but you don't respect the church. You don't respect the church. You don't support the church no other time, but you want to go stand in them lines and beg for backpacks. And you done had all summer to get your children. They're your children. They're not the church's children. You done had all summer to get your children some backpacks. You know they're going to school. You know they're going to school, even though they're going to be dumb as fuck just like you. Even though they still going to be dumb, you know they need pencils and papers and backpacks and things. Okay, and I bet y'all ain't bought not one backpack, and you got 20 children, and you gonna go standing up in that church begging the preacher, but you said the preacher ain't no good. You said the church ain't no good, but you want their stuff. You want their stuff, and you don't been stealing everything. That's why you don't go and steal a backpack, huh? Why you don't go steal a pack of paper, and a pen, and a box of pencils? You steal everything else. You scam everything else. Why you not stealing and scamming a backpack and a pack of paper and some pencils and things? Okay, somebody make it make sense. But anyway, I got other things to do other than talk about these garbage ass hood rats. But that's my commentary for that for now. And I don't give a fuck if any hood rat done I done made any hood rats mad about this, because it's a lot more where that came from. It's a lot more. Touch your neighbor and say it's a lot more where that came from. And things. All right. So I just want to advocate for these hood rats to stay the fuck out of my way, because I got things to do to progress my life. And y'all garbage ass deadbeat hood rats, y'all ain't going nowhere. Go somewhere and sit down. Okay? And get out of my way. Okay? And things. So anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live and things. All right. So if you'd like to support me and send me a donation, you're welcome to do so. $sign Karmica. Boom. Holla at your girl. Peace.